Last night I couldn't sleep. I've been debating this problem for 7 years. Was it too much time? Maybe. I don't really know. Life seems to work in mysterious ways. And maybe, just maybe, the timing was right. But why now? I'm 25 and I feel like my life hasn't started yet. I was never happy in college. Everybody there was always talking about cars and bikes, and I couldn't really care less about it. And that created a big problem because I could not relate and could not really fake it to fit in. Don't get me wrong, I love to learn, and my GPA is currently 17 out of 20. So I'm not doing it because this is hard. I'm doing it because I'm full of this. Like, some days I'm driving over the bridge and secretly hoping there's a hole for me to fall and finally be at peace. This is not okay. You see, I started doing movies since I was a little kid. In high school, all my projects were movies. When I was a sponsored skater, my projects were movies. Also, when I was in college, I did some tutorials to help my friends understand the subject better. So you see, the only constant has always been movie making. So, I wasn't happy and fulfilled because I was living the life of another person. The life my dad wanted to live. And because I loved him so much, I struggled all these years. But enough is enough. And I know that even if I finish the degree, the problem would be another one. I really understand his way of thinking. He never got a degree himself, and that simple fact held him back in the corporate ladder. So, for him, my choice doesn't make any sense. I think he feels bad with himself because he could not convince me to go to engineering. And that's an awful way of thinking. He was setting himself up to disappointment in the future, which is today. And me, my mother, the story is different. She always believed I was going to finish my thesis, get my master's, but when I told her otherwise, her world fell apart. It's very sad to see them looking at me like I'm not their son anymore, like who is this person? I felt like a disappointment. I could only see sadness in their eyes, and that could only be because they don't really believe in me. Yesterday at dinner, my mother told me that she saw an old schoolmate of mine working in a supermarket as a cashier. My dad couldn't even say a word. They think I'm gonna be a hobo or something. They were in their minds thinking, what the hell happened to them, instead of just supporting me. I got none, zero support whatsoever. And that hurt a lot. That was supposed to be my time to shine. The time I've been waiting all my life. I was supposed to feel happy, but I felt bad. Hopefully, as time goes by, their self-inflicted wounds will close and they'll be happy again because they will see me happy. Times change, my mother cries, and my surroundings collectively think, "How dumb, how irresponsible, don't you know what you're doing?" Like they know. Most people behave like victims, wishing they could earn more, work less, spend more time with their loved ones, have a perfect health and body, but do nothing about it. And guess who is the only responsible of your life? Yeah. Whenever asked for opinions, I always got a biased one. 9-to-5 workers recommend me to do engineering, and artists tell me to do what I love. So, there's never a right answer. And everybody lives their lives hoping that they've made the best choices. And of course suggest their peers to do the same as they did, because that would give them the approval they have been wanting. But in the end, only I know what's the best for me. Everyone has their beliefs, and if they get mad or offended, it's because I've broke some of them. It's time to get rid of all the BS and just unplug. People criticize because they lack the courage to do the same. Passion and lacking something is not enough. With this video, I'm not telling you to drop everything and pursue a career in modeling, acting, music, you name it. Most don't have what it takes. Most people cannot work on their own without the boss telling them what to do. It's a big risk, and it took me 7 years just to make this decision. Do not drop, because you don't like it. Do it because you have a good, sustainable plan. A lot of opinions come from ignorance, which is normal because YouTube and digital media is fairly recent. And for them, it's too good to be true and not a real job. But if you think about it, every day more people live their lives staring at the screen, be it television, computer, or their cell phones. So the best way to communicate with them is using the same medium. And with these videos, I want to help people open their eyes and live a more clear and fulfilling life. I also want to provide some entertainment and help companies tell great stories. And what's my plan, you ask? YouTube, this channel. I want to make interesting, regular videos talking about relevant topics, provide nice visuals, and do a lot of travel and crazy adventures. And to back it up with some money, I intend to do some music videos, publicity to clothing brands, enterprises, hotels, real estate products, you name it. And I also plan to film some festivals, parties, and work with some other people editing or directing videos. A smart guy called Mark Manson once wrote, "Life is essentially an endless series of problems. The solution to one problem is merely the creation of the next one. Don't hope for a life without problems. There's no such thing. Instead, hope for a life full of good problems. True happiness occurs only when you find the problems you enjoy having and enjoy solving." And engineering for me is not one of them. Do you think I'm just taking the easiest route? The easiest route would be to finish my degree, get a job like everyone else, and do what they tell me to do. I don't want to do that. Burning the bridges was the first thing Alexander the Great did upon arrival on the shores of Persia. And that strategy left this man with two options: win or die. And that's what I'm trying to do. It's gonna be hard. Yes, it will. Do I have all the support that I need? Not really at the moment. We all have different emotions and they all have their purpose. Like, my best workouts are filled with anger and adrenaline. My best writing comes when I'm sad and depressed. So, because every emotion has its purpose, you should use them instead of them using you. I have no regrets. College gave me a lot of knowledge, helped me to think cleaner, and made me much more organized and methodical. This is my life and I can do whatever I feel like. Is being happy and doing the job I love asking too much? After 25 years, I finally feel free. I started to listen to myself. Pause this video and think, what are you doing? There's always time to change. This video got longer than I expected, but just to recap, I love learning, but I hated college. I started doing movies since I was a little kid. My parents got very sad and did everything to try to stop me. And that's understanding, because they love me and they don't want to see me take risky decisions. The lack of support was very bad, but each day they are getting more understanding. This choice is very personal and sensitive, and you should only drop out if you have great work ethic and proof that you can work on your own. You are the director of your life, and you can have the life you choose to have. And you just have one. Better live it well. Get off the screen, work hard, and be happy. Now it's the time to start living. My journey is starting today, and you are the first ones watching and being a part of. Leave a thumbs up if you like it, or down if you dislike it. I know this is a very sensible topic, and a lot of things I said can very easily be misunderstood. So, drop your comments below, and if you want to make part of the journey and see how I make it, if I make it, click here to follow the channel. Really thank you for watching, and see you next time. Yeah, but let's continue. Action!